There we go.
Hey! Patrick, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Duh! Winning!
Winning! You know what I love the most? I love the fact that because of the internet, that slogan, duh, winning, even though it's only been around for 2 weeks, is already almost old hat.
That's true.
I love the
Everything
fact
moves
that,
so fast now,
I love
doesn't
the fact that saying is like 2 or 3 weeks old, and if you were to wear a t-shirt now that said, duh, winning, people would be like, that's so last week.
That's so
Literally.
March.
That's so
March.
That's
It's
so
April
February.
now.
Yeah, that's so February. What is this, February of 2011?
Well, of course, if you don't know, we're talking about Charlie Sheen.
That's right.
Who was fired for moral turpitude. Now, Patrick, you ever been fired for moral turpitude?
Only 3 times.
Okay.
I've tried.
He has tried.
I tried
He has
at one
tried.
job. I tried to get fired for moral turpitude,
Yeah.
but they simply just said sexual harassment.
So they
He
fired
was
him.
very angry.
They put out this huge lawsuit,
Yeah.
and they're basically claiming he didn't violate the terms of his contract or anything, but
Yeah.
supposedly within Charlie Sheen's 2.5 Men contract, there's some sort of clause involving moral turpitude leading to a felony.
Well, and I think that's in every contract.
I
is how
guess,
it is.
yeah.
Like every contract that they have, they've got the moral turpitude, and basically that protects the company from if you do something illegal and you
Right,
go to prison, they don't have to pay you while you're in prison.
Right.
That's
Now,
basically how it goes.
Exactly. Now, some contracts have a morals clause. So let's say you're on TV and you're playing, TV's wackiest dad, and meanwhile you're Charlie Sheen.
Right. Yeah.
Well, then they could have cause for that because that's, there's a morals clause. They don't have any such clause in Charlie Sheen's contract. When they hired Charlie Sheen, they knew they were getting Charlie Sheen.
Yes.
They knew they were getting Vatican assassin, warlock.
Which is actually his lawyer's defense, saying you can't fire my client for acting the way he did when you renegotiated, signed his contract after he had threatened his wife with a knife to her throat.
Spent Christmas in jail.
Yes, exactly. So
then
you can't.
2 weeks later, they give him a new contract with more money.
Yeah.
So
and the lawyer is saying you can't do that. Saying that because you renegotiated and you signed him to this bigger contract after all these things he had done, convicted, in prison, all these things, rehab, because you did it afterwards, it's blatantly obvious that the only reason you fired him is because he went after the producers of the show.
Right.
Which is true. As soon as it turned personal,
absolutely,
they were like, fired.
And by the way, who knew that there was this big war between Chuck Lorre, the producer of 2.5 Men, and Charlie Sheen? It's now coming to light that they hate each other.
But they make each other money, so...
Big money.
Yeah.
Chuck Lorre is also a reformed alcoholic in AA. And
the dogs are saying that it's 3 minutes.
Well, Charlie Sheen, of course, clearly not a reformed alcoholic who
No,
goes to AA. But, moral turpitude, so that's where it stands. Lawsuits are coming, just like those dogs, and that's it for this installment. But clearly we have more to talk about.
Yeah, I want to talk about how... So in conclusion... talked about the big lawsuit because he's suing them for $100 million.
$100 million.
And
$100 million.
That's right. And so CBS basically is saying this is like a fantasy thing. He's out of his mind.
What do they call it? A fantasy lottery payday.
That's right,
or
a
something?
fantasy lottery payday. Whereas Charlie's lawyers are saying, no, you owe him this money because you illegally fired him.
Well, and they are also saying that apparently he has what they call the Michael J. Fox clause in his contract, and we are going to talk about that next time.
And we'll also talk about, of all people, who is defending Charlie Sheen, Roseanne Barr, of all people. Who is crazy, but has a very sane reason as to why
and a
she's
very
defending.
good connection to this whole thing.
That's right. Until next time.
Find out about that next time.
Until next time, I'm Patrick Maliha.
I'm Brent Furdyk, and this is our lovely audience saying, see you next time.